Megan. Welcome back to my channel, Megan Chan Vlogs, where I talk about fitness, travel and dogs. This morning I am in Cairns on the east coast of Australia. I am currently on the way to the bus stop because I'm getting the bus into town to do the Uncle Brian's tours. It is like spitting and it's been absolutely chucking it down this morning, so concerned I'm gonna have to put my poncho on. So Uncle Brian's tours is around the Daintree Rainforest and the Tribulation, which is like all waterfalls and whatnot around here. There used to be two separate day tours, which I think there still are, but they've also combined it into like an overnight one, which is what I'm doing this morning. Where we're staying is north of Cairns. We're staying in Smithfield in an Airbnb. So I need to be at the pickup point by 10 to 8. So I've left the Airbnb at 10 to 7 to get a bus into town. And I really hope that I'm not going to get soaked on the way. So you're picked up in this Uncle Brian's bus, so you can't miss it. And before we knew it, we are on our way into the Atherton Tablelands south of Cairns. So we started at this first waterfall, I cannot remember the name. And then we went into a very cold swimming hole. And this is our fantastic tour guide, PJ. We are at our second stop now. It's called Josephine Falls. And apparently it's really slippery. You can go like down some boulders, like it's a slide. Not sure I will because of like who I am as a person, but they're very beautiful. Unsurprisingly, I didn't go swimming here, but the boulders there, people were like sliding down them. It looked chaotic, but definitely fun. And then we headed back into the Uncle Brian's bus, and they give you like activities to keep you entertained whilst you're travelling. And this is trying to get, I think it's like a Cheerio from one person to another using a cocktail stick, but you're not allowed to use your hands. It was very fun. We then headed for some lunch and it was fantastic food, and I got a dairy-free muffin afterwards as well, which is always good. Next we headed to the Miller Waterfalls, which is apparently where Peter Andre filmed his Mysterious Girl video. There was a wedding happening when we arrived, so we waited for that to finish, and then we headed into the waterfalls ourselves. It was, again, absolutely freezing, but this is also the waterfalls where the Herbal Essences video is filmed with the hair flick. So PJ, our tour guide, was giving us very specific instructions to try and get the hair flick photo. So you have to like put all of your hair in the water and then put your hands like on your bottom, and then he tells you when, and you flick your hair back, and then you take a screenshot of the video to get the hair flick video. It worked really, really well. Next we headed to a lake that was a freshwater lake that did have a crocodile in it, but apparently it hadn't been sighted for a while, so we all just went and swam in it anyway. We're going platypus hunting. My footage of the platypus was not very good, so I've got someone else's portrait footage, but look at it! It's so cute. It's a lot smaller than we thought it was going to be, but very, very cute. We have arrived in our accommodation for the night. It's called the Wallaby Eco. Oh, on the Wallaby Backpacker Lodge, there's the word eco in there. It's like all solar powered and whatnot. I'm in a 4-bed dorm in there. I've nabbed the bottom bunk because I was the first one that nominated myself to go in there, and I was like, I want to be in the ones near the toilets because the toilets seem to be like outside, so less of a trek to the toilet. We've got dinner soon and then like a river cruise thing, so I can smell like barbecue being made. After the incredible barbecue, we headed out onto a lake and we did some canoeing, which was fantastic in the dark. And then the next morning we had breakfast and then headed to our first stop, which was feeding the rock wallabies. Hey little one. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi. We were given food from the tour guide, so we knew it was safe for the wallabies to eat. And they just come up to you and they just eat out of your hand. Oh my goodness. They are just so cute. Oh my goodness. And their little paws on your hands when they're, oh my goodness, it was just too much. And then this one has a little baby. Look, it's got a baby in its pouch. And then having a little drink. How cute. Next we headed on a crocodile cruise, so thankfully we were all on a boat and we had a guide with us that was showing us where all the big crocodiles were, and we definitely obviously didn't get out to pet these guys because they are massive and deadly, but it was great to see them out in the wild. Next we stopped for lunch, which was absolutely incredible, and then we went to a beautiful swimming hole that had this rope swing. I personally did not get up and go on the rope swing because the water was a little bit shallow, but people were being brave. And then we went on a walk through the rainforest, and PJ was giving us chats on all the different trees and things like that. And then we actually saw a cassowary in the wild, so it's this like massive bird that's like a peacock emu thing, and it was just absolutely huge. On the way back into Cairns, we stopped for ice cream and also stopped at a view that we couldn't see the day before because of the mistiness. And then we had one final stop at a beach on the way back, and it was lovely because we've made such good friends over the last 2 days, and I'm actually still in touch with quite a few people from this tour. So this brings me to the end of our East Coast adventures. Thank you very much for watching, and our next stop is Perth.